Very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today I will start lecture 24 of chapter 7 integrals. So class, in previous lecture 23 I have discussed NCERT exercise 7.7 questions. So now today in lecture 24 I will discuss definite integral. So before start definite integral or exercise 7.10 related to definite integrals, I will start first of all properties of definite integrals. So what is definite integrals, and see also the definition of definite integrals. See definition and properties. So see the definition of definite integrals. Let y is equal to fx or fx be a function. Let fx be a function such that fx be a function, then the integration of function fx, integration of function fx, that is integration over fx dx, such that its result consider integration over fx dx is equal to f of x. Now we can say the integration over fx dx from b to a, that can be written as f of x in square bracket b to a, and this one also can be written as fb minus fa, is known as definite integral, is known as definite integral. Definite integral of function fx from b to a. This is also known as definite integral of function from b to a, or also we can say definite integral of function fx with respect to x, with respect to x, and from b to a. This is the basic definition of definite integrals. So now come to the properties of definite integrals. Now come to the topic properties of definite integrals. So come to the first properties. See, first property is integration over fx dx. Integration over fx dx from b to a, this one is the result, or we can say integration over a to b f of t dt. Now see the second property, integration over f of x dx from a to b, you can say f of x dx. What will be its result according to the properties, or you can say from b to a. This is from a to b and this is from b to a with negative sign, f of x dx. Now come to the third properties. Third property is integration over a to b fx dx, you can write integration over a to c fx dx plus c to b fx dx. Now come to the fourth property right here, where c is greater than a and less than b. Now see the fourth property is integration over 0 to a fx dx. We can write integration over 0 to a 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This is the fourth properties. And according to properties 2, in particulars you can write integration over a to a fx dx. Upper limit and lower limit will be equal in case integration result will be 0. Now see the fifth properties. The fifth property is integration over 0 to a fx dx. You can write integration over 0 to a by 2 f of x 2 times dx, when fx will be equal to f of a minus x, or you can write if f of a minus x value will be equal to fx, or through the fifth property you can write also 6 integration over 0 to a f of x dx. You can write 0 if f of a minus x is equal to minus f of x. So when f of a minus x will be equal to minus time f of x, then its result will be 0. Now seventh property is integration over 0 to 2a integration over 0 to 2a fx dx. We can write integration over 0 to a fx dx plus integration over 0 to a integration over 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. This is the seventh properties. Now come to the eighth properties. The eighth property is integration over 0 to 2a fx dx. Integration over 0 to 2a f of x dx. What you can write? Its result is integration over 0 to 2a f of 2a minus x dx. 2a minus x dx. Now property number 8 also can be written in the form of means we are going to write the properties 9 with the help of property 8. So see the property number 9. Property number 9 is integration over 0 to 2a f of x dx. What you can write? If fx is equal to f of 2a minus x condition and f of x is equal to minus f of 2a minus x. There are two possible values. This one can be written as integration over 0 to, or you can write 2 times integration over 0 to a f of x dx when, or condition if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. This is the condition and this result will be 0. So through the property 9 also you can write this result will be integration over 0 to 2a f of x dx this one will be 0 if f of 2a minus x result will be with negative sign f of x. Now come to the 11th properties. Integration over, suppose integration over minus a to a fx dx. This is from minus a to a. Minus a to a fx dx. There are two possible results that can be written as 2 times integration over 0 to a f of x dx, and its result is also 0. There are two conditions. This will be the result for when fx will be even function. Fx is even and this will be 0 when fx is odd. So copy here minus a to a fx and dx. This result is 0 when fx is odd. Now come to the next property. The next property is integration over a to b fx dx. You can write f of a plus b minus x integration over f of a plus b minus x dx, and this is will upper limit and lower limit will be same dx. Now next property, 13th property is integration over 0 to n times a, 0 to n a f of x dx. F of x dx is equal to, that is n times integration over 0 to a fx dx. When the function fx is equal to, that is periodic, or fx is equal to f of a plus x, when fx will be equal to f of a plus x, and you can write, or you can say fx is periodic with the function a. Fx is periodic with period a. Fx is periodic with period, or you can say fx is periodic with a, with period a. Now property is completed. Now come to the exercise 7.10. Question number 1. See. Exercise 7.10, question number 1. Question number 1 is integration over 0 to 1 2x whole upon 1 plus x square dx. Now in this question, first of all you will consider the given function 2x upon 1 plus x square dx. We have to integrate from 0 to 1. So in this question you will consider, let t is equal to 1 plus x square, then dt will be equal to 2x dx, and integration will convert in terms of dt. Result is dt whole upon t, and limit, this is the limit for x and we have to change for t. So when x is equal to 0, or you can write x is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to 0, this implies t is equal to 1, and x is equal to 1, this implies t is equal to 2. So limit is from 1 to 2, and you know its integration is log of t. So log of mod of t in square bracket 1 to 2. Now we will put upper limit. First of all, we have to put upper limit in this function or in this result. So result will be log of mod of 2 minus log of mod of 1, and you know log 1 value is 0 and log 2 value also know 0.3010. So answer is log of 2, or you can write its value also. So log 2 is the answer. Now question number 1 is completed. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is integration over 0 to 1 sin inverse 2x whole upon 1 plus x square. So you know the formula, or you can put the values or solve by using method of substitution later. T is equal to tan theta. This implies you can write dt will be equal to sec square theta d theta, and integration can convert or limit also can convert. For x is equal to 0, here you will put x, let x is equal to tan theta, then dx will be equal to sec square theta d theta. When x is equal to 0, in case theta will be equal to 0, and when x is equal to 1, in case theta will be equal to pi by 4. So now this is the limit we have changed in terms of theta. So integration result will be 0 to pi by 4 sin inverse 2 tan theta whole upon 1 plus tan square theta, and d theta means sec square theta d theta, sec square theta d theta. This is the result of sin 2 theta. So what will be the result? Now this result will be integration over 0 to pi by 4 sin 2 theta, sin inverse sin 2 theta will be equal to 2 theta sec square theta d theta, and now 2 times integration over 0 to pi by 4 theta times sec square theta d theta, and now here you will use the formula of integration by part. So result will be 2 times first function integration of second function sec square theta integration tan theta minus integration over this first function differentiation is 1, and its integration is tan theta and d theta, and now result will be 2 times theta into tan theta minus log of mod of sec theta, and we have to put upper and lower value. So upper value is pi, limit is pi by 4, lower limit is pi by 4, so pi by 4 0. And now when you will put the value, what you will get the result? Theta is equal to pi by 4, so pi by 4, 10 times pi by 4, 10 pi by 4, result is 1. So pi by 4 minus log of sec pi by 4 means root 2. Root 2 means 1 by 2 log 2. This is the upper limit, and minus lower limit will be 0. Whole term will be 0. So result will be pi by 2 minus log 2. Pi by 2 minus log 2. This is the answer. Now question number 3 is completed. See. This is the answer. Now come to question number 5. Question number 5 is integration over 0 to pi by 4 sin x dx whole upon 1 plus cos square x. So now in this question, first of all, you know cos x differentiation is sin x. So cos x you will consider t. Let t is equal to cos x. This implies dt will be equal to minus sin x dx. So minus dt will be equal to sin x dx, and integration when x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. When you will put x is equal to 0, in case you will get t is equal to, here I am writing, when x is equal to 0, this implies t is equal to, x is equal to 0, this implies t is equal to 1. And when x is equal to pi by 4, then in case t will be equal to 1 by root 2. This is the change limit. So now this expression by changing the limit means 1 to 1 upon root 2 sin x dx result is minus dt. So dt whole upon 1 plus t square. This one 1 upon 1 plus t square. And now you know its result is, what is its result? You know its integration is tan inverse t. So minus in square bracket tan inverse t, upper limit 1 by root 2, lower limit is 1. And after interchange the limit, the sign will be positive. So 1 by root 2. There is one mistake, this is pi by 2. This is pi by 2 in question number 5 it is given. So t is equal to pi by 2 in case this will be 0 and this will be 0. So now this result is 0, and when you will put upper limit, result will be tan inverse 0 minus tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 0 means result is 0 and a minus pi by 4. So answer is pi by 4. Now question number 5 is completed. Now come to the next question, question number 7. Question number 7 is integration over minus 1 to 1 upon x square plus 2x plus 5 dx. So now first of all we have to make the denominator in perfect square format. So solution, integration over minus 1 to 1 upon x square plus 4x plus 5 dx, and this denominator we can write integration over minus 1 to 1 upon x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 1 we can write. 5 can write 4 plus 1. So it will be perfect square format. So first three term you can write integration over minus 1 to 1 upon x plus 2 whole square plus 1 whole square dx. Now you have to change the parameter. Let t is equal to x plus 2. This implies dt will be equal to dx, and x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1, this implies t is equal to 1, and when x is equal to 1, this implies t will be equal to 3. So limit is changed. So new integration format with new limits will be equal to 1 2 3 1 upon, this is t square and this is 1 square and dt. Now 1 upon x square plus a square result is 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So its result is integration tan inverse t with 1 and 3. Now result will be, after putting the value of 3 and 1, result you can write tan inverse 3 minus tan inverse 1. In NCERT question number 7, this is given x square plus 2x plus 5, and I have taken x square plus 4x plus 5. So when you will take x square plus 4x plus 5, you will get the same result. Similarly you can do when you will put x at the place of coefficient of x, you will put 2, then you can simplify the same questions. This is same procedure. Now come to question number 9. Question number 9 is integration over 1 by 3 to 1 x minus x cube power 1 by 3 whole upon x to the power 4 dx. Now we have to integrate. So solution, integration over 1 by 3 to 1, and we are going to take x is common from numerator dx. What will be the result? Integration over 1 by 3 to 1, we are going to take x is common, so x in bracket 1 minus x square to the whole power 1 by 3 to the whole power 1 by 3, and when you will put x cube common, then you have to take x cube common. So x cube I have taken common, so result will be 1 by x square minus 1. Now power will be distributed whole upon x to the power 4 dx. Now integration result will be 1 by 3 to 1, this is x in bracket 1 upon x square minus 1 power 1 by 3 dx whole upon x to the power 4, and x term will cancel out, result will be 3. So integration format 1 by 3 to 1 upon x square minus 1 power 1 by 3, power is 1 by 3 whole upon x cube dx. Now you have to consider, let t is equal to 1 upon x square minus 1. Now dt will be equal to minus 2x power minus 3 dx. So minus 1 by 2 dt can be written as dx upon x cube. So this is dx upon x cube. See here. So steps will be, this result is dt, t to the power 1 by 3 and dt minus 1 by 2 is outside the integration, and limit will be, what will be the limit? When x is equal to 1 by 3, when you will put x is equal to 1 by 3, so 1 by 9, and 1 by 9 means 9 minus 1, result will be 8. Upper limit, lower limit is 8. And when you will put x is equal to 1, in case result you will get 0, 1 minus 1, 0. And its value or integration result you know, minus 1 by 2, its integration is 1 by 3 plus 1 whole upon 1 by 3 plus 1 x to the power n plus 1 formula. So result will be t to the power n plus 1 means 4 by 3 whole upon 4 by 3, 8 to 0. And now 4 by 3 will be outside the result. Result will be 3 minus 3 by 8. And after putting the upper and lower limit, upper limit when you will put, you will get the 0, and minus when you will put lower limit t, at the place of t you will put 8, you will get 2 to the power 4. So result minus 2 to the power 4. 8 can be written as 2 to the power 3, and by 3 will cancel out, 2 to the power 4, result will be 16. So minus 16, and minus minus plus 8 cancel from 16, that will be 2. So result will be 6. Its answer is 6. So now this exercise is completed. See.